This video today means that you have something in your mind, you have something that you're trying to achieve. You are different from others. It's not every regular individual that will click this type of video. Many people waste their time. Do you know that less than 20% of the population today have goals? And do you know that less than 3% of these individuals have their goals written down? Less than 3% of people have their goals written down. So the mindset of every individual in the world that we are currently living in right now is a mindset of failure. Many people many people carry a mindset of failure. Many people carry a perspective of drifting through life. They don't have any set goals. They just operate on the law of accident. They operate on a law called the law of accident. The law of accident says if you don't have any plan for your life, if you don't have any kind of desire that you're looking forward to, then you just happen to go through life through accidents. Different things just occur in your life and you don't have any perspective or control towards your life. Today, that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is the habits of successful individuals. The highly successful individuals, there's one thing that is very consistent with them. I happen to grow up with, different businessmen and different people, and I've observed their life. And through study, I've also studied. I spent most of my life studying these people, studying successful people. And there's one thing that is consistent with the lifestyle of successful individuals. The one thing that is very consistent with successful people is they act fast. They act fast. This is very important. They don't waste time. They don't Successful people, they don't waste time in acting. They act very fast. They always have this sense of urgency that makes them to just act fast. They're on the go. They're always on the business. I stayed with my uncle one time, and in his business, what he wants to do is every morning he's always, even if he's not there presently, because once you start to make money, your money you don't have to run your business in the sense that you already set up systems for it to operate even without your presence. But he just wants to ensure that everything was working at the time. So early in the morning, he calls and ensures that everything is working. He calls to ensure that they're moving, they're acting fast. When people are trying to be complacent, he moves with action. He moves very fast. And do you know that he became a very successful man in the country that I'm coming from? This is the habit that is consistent with successful individuals. Everybody that you see today that is successful, they act very fast. They don't waste time. You have to understand that you have to act very fast. This is very important. Very important. And what are some action steps that will help you to act fast? I'll give you the limiting factor why some people don't act fast. The limitations to not acting is bulk. I call it bulk. You see, when you have a task that is cumbersome in such a way that you feel the mere thought of just doing the task alone is strenuous, that becomes something that is bulky. We call it bulk. And once it's bulky, you tend to procrastinate. You tend to push it. Oh, I'll do it later. I'll do it another time. I'll do it another time. I'll do it another time. With tasks that are bulky, what you want to do is to section it. You want to put them into sections, or better still, we call them smaller, smaller sections. You want to put bulky tasks into smaller sections, break them down into more defined actionable steps. For example, if you want to achieve a certain goal, your goal is to, I don't know, get $1 million, or your goal is to um, do this or do that, whatever your goal is, what you want to do is to have small actionable steps. In 5 years' time, I want to be a millionaire. But what I can do is in 1 year time, I should accomplish this and go XXXYZ amount of money, 50,000 amount of money, this and this. And what will help me to get there is by me being consistent, is by me being disciplined, is by me doing. You break them down into small actionable steps, small steps that you do every day, every week. What he wants to do is he wants to ensure consistency. You want to ensure consistency. With your sense of urgency, we're talking on acting fast. With your sense of urgency and your sense of consistency, this would guarantee success for most individual. In fact, any individual that is able to be consistent on a path for a certain period of time would soon accomplish mastery on that path. And once you accomplish mastery on a path, it's very, very unlikely for you to be unsuccessful.